we have discussed the two questions previously. Fine, these are the things we have discussed. And also on basic operators, only on these basic operators you may not see any questions, but you can see questions on complex queries based on these operators. And questions were asked on group by and having class. Questions were asked on group by and having. The questions were seen. And what is for group by? Group by is to compute aggregate functions on the group of rows. Having is called group qualifier, used for the selection of a groups. Okay. And then questions were asked on
Sir,
joins.
please explain group by class, sir, using one example.
Okay, don't worry, I'll explain you. Okay. Group by.
Okay.
Okay. And you can expect questions on joins. Questions were asked on group by and having joins. And questions were asked on nested queries. Questions were asked on correlated subqueries. These are the complex queries. These are most frequently asked questions, and questions asked on exists class. So mostly you can expect questions on these topics. These are the important topics: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On these 5 topics, questions were asked. Okay. So one of the student is asking me to explain group by. Okay. What is group by? It is to divide the rows into groups to compute aggregate functions. Suppose I do have a table called student, has attributes roll number, name, and marks, and branch. Suppose assuming roll number, name, and branch. Okay, just I have to make it very simple. Suppose we have an attribute roll number, name, and branch. Roll number 1, name A, branch CS, 2 B CS, 3 C CS, 4 D IT branch, 5 E IT branch. Okay. Suppose the question is find number of students in each branch. Find number of students in each branch. How many students in every branch? How do you calculate how many students in every branch? Means these students records to be divided into groups according to their branches. CS people will be in one group, IT people will be in one group. You form two separate groups. So to divide the rows into groups, we have to use group by query. So we have to write group by branch. And after grouping the records into branch, it is from student table. It requires to know which branch has how many students. Select branch and count star. Select branch, comma, count star you have to find. So means which branch having what count. So how query is going to be executed? First start with a table, then it divide the rows into groups. Then the third step, it is going to execute the select query. What is a select query? It finds branch and count star, and this is going to be happened for every group. For the first group, what is a branch? CS, count is 3. Second group branch is IT, count is 2. It is going to find. Okay. It is going to find the branch and count, so that we can get to know for in each branch how many students are there. In CS branch 3 students, IT branch 2 students, like branch and count it is fine. That is the number of students in every branch. In every branch, how many students were there, we can able to find it. This is a group by query to find out. And here you should observe one point. The number of rows in the output is equals to number of groups. So here how many groups are there? 2 groups. For each group, 1 row in the output. So there are two groups means two rows in the output. Based on this point, in 2015 one question asked, in 2016 also one question asked. There are two questions on group by and having, two questions on group by having, both are 2 marks. If you know this point, the number of rows in the output is equals to number of groups, then your answer is done. Just simply in that question, what you have to do, you have to look for the, what is a grouping attribute. Grouping attribute is branch. So how many branches in the table? CS is one branch, ID is one branch, two branches. Two branches means two rows in the output. Finish. You need not to do anything. Suppose when I have to explain about having class, the question is find number of students in each branch and select a branch that has 3 students. That has 3 students. That has 3 students means only CS should come in the output, because only 3S means we have two groups. In that, only group with 3 students should select in the output. So means this group is to be selected, this group is to be rejected. For the selection of a groups, we have to use having class. So what we can write, we can extend the query group by branch having, because branch should have 3 students now. So having is for selection of a group. On the group, we have to check what is a count. If that count is equal to 3, then we have to select that group. Now in that case, how query is going to be executed? This is a first, this is second, this is a third step. First step table, second step groups, and third step third step select a group that has count 3, means the number of records in that group is 3. This is selected, this is deselected, and finally the output. So which output is going to be selected? CS3. Now here group by condition is there and having condition is there. Because group by is there, two groups are possible. Because having is there, it selects a group based on the condition that number of students in that group is equals to 3. That group is selected. How many groups are selected? One group is selected. So how many rows in the output? One row in the output. So means group by is used to select a group. So group by is used to uh, compute aggregate functions on the group of rows, and having is called group selector, and which is going to select a group based on some condition. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Right. That's about group by and having. Anything else also, please ask me. Okay. Don't worry. I'll explain you. At least this way I can explain you. As I told you, very rare uh, simple questions are asked. In GATE 2023, there is a 2 marks question asked, and which is very silly and simple question. But I don't know what happened to the students, because students went with a lot of expectations, but most of the students made a mistake of answering this question. You try this question
Actually,
and answer it.
two,
Tell
two.
me. Ravi, tell me. Hello.
Two, sir. Two.
Yeah, two. It is a simple question. Actually, he should not be asked this kind of question. But when you go to a movie with the expectations like Bahubali, and if the movie is not meeting with expectations, then people will disappointed. And same thing happened in 2023, because the people expectations on SQL is the very complex questions, but the question is very simple, but people confused and made mistakes. Means those who studied more, they made a mistakes. Those who didn't studied much, they simply answered the question. Nothing was there in the question. Gender should be F and marks should be greater than 65. Gender is F, marks greater than 65. Gender is F, marks greater than 65. Gender is F, marks greater than 65. Wrong. So how many are satisfying? 2 records are satisfying. 2 tuples in the output. And some students had a confusion, like both are Aliana, because both the student names are Alia. So then some of the students have selected one, but actually duplicates are not eliminated in the SQL. Duplicates are eliminated in the algebra. Even if it is in the algebra, it is the selection is star. Every row, complete row is to be selected. But some students got confused, but I'm telling you, but simple question. Very rarely you can expect this kind of questions, but don't expect this kind of questions. I think this kind of question you have solved. Okay, try this question. Yes, I'll give you some time for you to think.
Sir, option B,
Option
B.
Bombay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ravi?
No, sir, I am not getting.
Have you given up? Don't give up, yeah. Look, what is given? Select student from grades. Grades is a table where look for the parenthesis. This parenthesis is closing with this. Okay. And this parenthesis is closing here. Okay. And this is 1 and this is 1. Okay. Look at. Now it is just like a 3 conditions. A and B are C. Okay, right? This is a condition for A. Is my point. This is a condition A and B are C. Okay. Again, in the A, what is there? We have two conditions. That condition one is P and Q. Okay. So this is like P and Q and B are C. So now the point is, now conditions are like this, but any tuples that is satisfying just condition C, third condition, is going to be in the final output because
Sir, ABC, sir, answer.
okay, ABC, fine. Okay, done. So I'm not confirming ABC or something else. Okay, because okay, Ravi told ABC, correct? Balaji, you told B. Now, because
No, sir,
R
I
Sir,
didn't
I'm
answer.
saying ABC, sir.
tell me both changes to ABC.
I'm saying
I didn't.
ABC, sir.
Okay, Balaji answer.
ABC.
Balaji. Ravi?
No answer, sir.
Acha, no answer. Okay, fine. Done. So because true and true are true, it is true. If both the conditions are false, but C is true, then also true, na? I hope you know this logic. Because it is
Yes,
R.
sir.
So if third condition, C condition is true, then the tuple is to be selected. Now, what is the third condition? DBMS marks less than 50. DBMS marks less than 50 is there for this. Okay, so this tuple is there in the output. So student A is in the output. Okay, fine. Now suppose this is false. This is false. Now when this
Sir,
condition
in
is
B we have null option, no, sir.
huh?
In B we have null row.
In D,
Null. D,
which
sir,
which
D. Second row.
second row DBMS okay there.
Sir, null is less than 50.
No, let me finish. I didn't talk about null na. Acha, null
Okay,
is
sir.
less than 50, correct? Are you saying null is less than 50, correct?
Yes, sir.
What is the value of null?
No value.
When no value, how will you compare with less than 50?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, null less than 50. Null is not zero, correct?
Yes, sir. Not zero.
Null is not zero. Means null is no value. When no value, less than 50, comparison is false always. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So, okay. When you look for the DBMS marks, less than 50 is correct and these two are incorrect. So A is in the output. And suppose if the third condition is false, DBMS marks is less than 50 is false for these two rows. Now, when the condition is to be true, the first condition is true and second condition is also true. Correct? First condition true and second condition also true. True and true, true. True or false, true. Means the first A condition and B condition to be true. Now look for B condition. What is a B condition? DBMS marks greater than 90. DBMS marks greater than 90 is true. Okay, second condition. DBMS marks greater than 90 is true. And DBMS marks greater than 90 because it is a comparison with null, it is false. Okay. So the B condition is true for this. If B condition is true for this, then A condition, because AND operator, it is expecting it is true and true. Then only it is true. A condition is true. Now, what is A condition? DBMS marks. I'm just checking for the third tuple. DBMS marks greater than seminar marks. So 100 greater than 80, correct? This condition is 100 greater than 80 is correct. And seminar marks greater than 85, greater than 75. This is also correct. So means both the conditions are true, then C is also in the output. Okay. So till now I have checked for B condition. Now C is false, we have checked, and B is true, we have checked. When B is true, what P and Q? P and Q should be both true and true. So both true and true is true for P and Q conditions for the third tuple, so that it is true. So true and true is true, or false is true. But suppose here for the second tuple, what is a B condition? What is a B condition? False. So whatever it may be the condition, A condition, whatever it may be, but B condition is false means, so anything and false is false. So that the second tuple is never be selected. So what are the tuples in the output? A and C in the output. So what is the correct answer? Option B, not option D. Balaji.
Okay, sir.
First you have selected option B, right? Balaji?
Yes, sir. First time I did consider null, but second time I considered null, so I chosen B option, option D, sir.
So answer is option B. Perfect. Correct, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ravi, is it okay?
Sir, it's okay, sir.
Done. So when conditions are too many, just you take care of those conditions, because nesting of conditions also important. Please give a concentration. So correct answer is option B and D is incorrect. Mm, this is another question for you. Try, try. Don't give up.
Sir, option C.
Yeah, sorry. So what is the answer?
Option C.
Option C. Okay. Balaji, right?
Ravi, sir.
Okay, just I confused it. Okay, Ravi. Balaji, what is your answer? Still solving?
Solving, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Okay.
Sir, if they say descending order, which topic we need to select, sir, by saying the first letter?
Okay. Then what is your answer? This is the basic questions only. Okay. Should I wait? Select title, comma author from books where theme like percentile y. What is a like operator? Like operator is to check with a pattern. Now, what is this pattern? Percentile y says ends with y, ends with y, and again and condition is there. Means first condition and second condition. What is the second condition? Genre, not like percentile r.
Sir, I
Not
think happiness, sir. Answer.
Balaji.
Happiness. Yes.
Balaji is happiness. Okay. Ravi, echo laughter. Okay, done.
Yes, sir.
Just let me check. So the pattern, two conditions, both conditions to be true. It should ends with y, and that theme should ends with y, but genre should not end with r. That is percentile r means end with r. Okay, theme should end with y. Theme, where is theme? Theme. Okay, theme is ending with y. Theme is ending with y. These two records. Because end condition na, for means remaining any tuples, remaining all tuples, first condition is false, false and anything is false. So the second and last tuple is going to be selected according to the first condition. And for this
Parody
tuple,
also, right?
huh?
Parody.
Parody.
Parody also.
Where is that parody? Oh, sorry. Fine.
Good row.
Right. Sorry. The parody. Yeah. This one. Okay. For these three rows, we have to check for the second condition. What is the second condition? Genre not like percentile r. It should not end with r. Genre here. The genre not ended with r for the second tuple. For the third tuple, genre not end with r. And for the last tuple, genre is ended with r. So this is not going to be selected. So means which tuples are going to be selected? The second tuple and third tuple is selected. And these are ordered according to their theme in descending order. According to their theme in descending order. Now, what is the theme for the second and third tuple? The friends, comedy, and parody. In descending order, which will comes first? Parody. It is a first record to come in the order. It is a second record should come in the order because it is descending order. So this record will be the first. This record will be the second. Now, question is which title will be present in the first topmost position? First or topmost tuple of the output produced by the above query. What is the first tuple in the topmost position? First tuple in the topmost position is happiness. So correct answer is happiness. Echoing laughters is wrong answer. Ravi, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
What mistake you have done? Please observe it and please try not to do the same mistake. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
No, it is important. Doing mistakes is important. You should do mistakes, but don't repeat the mistakes. Next, and this is what the question I was talking about group bind having. Okay, look at this question and try to answer.
Sir, 3.
Oi, gone,
Sir, 6, sir.
gone. It is not 3, not 6, yaar. Why are you looking that way? Hmm? I told you just now clearly. What is this query? Group by query. It is grouping according to which attribute? Student name. Okay. So here, how many student names we have? Raj, Rohit, Raj. So grouping according to the student name. Raj will be in one group. This is one group. And Rohit will be separate group. So how many groups are there? Two groups. So how many rows in the output? Two rows.
Yes, sir.
Forget about their roll numbers because it is not grouping according to their name and roll number now. Because if it is grouping according to their name and roll number, your answer could be something different. But it is grouping according to their name. So all students with same name in one group. Raj will be in one group, Rohit will be in one group. Two groups means two rows in the output because we don't have having. Having is not there. Because having is there, then we have to check for which group is to be selected. Because no group selection, because only two groups, two rows in the output. Finish. This is a 2 marks question. Is it understood? The point what I have explained for the group by class.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, 2 marks question you can solve in 2 seconds. So remaining time you can use it for the complex questions. Now, this is another question on joins. This question is on joins. Here it is a joining gift G1 with gift G2. So this is a gift table, and this gift table has two instances G1 and G2, and this is a query on joins. Try this.
Sir, 0.
How many rows?
0.
0.
Yes, sir.
Oh, 4. Okay, 0 is Ravi, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ravi 0. Balaji? Yes. Okay, I'll
11, sir.
explain. No answer?
No, sir.
Okay, please try. Okay, just try to understand. I'm going to explain it. Don't worry. So, how to solve these questions? Select G1 gift ID, G1 gift name from gift G1, join gift G2. So, means this is a gift table. This table is joining with itself. One instance is G1, another instance is G2. Okay, joining a table by itself. Which is in the output? Gift1 ID, gift1 name. G1 gift ID, G1 gift name. So G1 dot gift ID, G1 dot gift name in the output. Means ID and name of the gift is in the output. ID and name. Because ID and name is in the output, should be in the output. Okay. So gift 1 and gift 2 is to be compared. Means each row of the table is compared with each row of each row of the same table. What is the conditions? Look, what are the conditions? G1 availability equal G2 availability. This is the first condition. And G1 discount not equal G2 discount. So means when you compare two gifts, their availability should be same, but discount should be different. So same availability, but having not equals na, it is but different discounts. I hope you know this operator. Less than greater than is called not equal to operator. You
Not
write,
equal.
yeah, different discount, right? And one more condition is there. Third condition. Third condition is discount should be greater than 7. Discount greater than 7. So it is not that you have to follow the same order. Whichever the order you feel comfortable, you can go ahead. All the three conditions to be satisfied. First, I feel comfortable in the third condition, G1 dot discount greater than 7. Discount greater than 7 is true, it is false, true, true, greater than 7 is false, true. So two rows are eliminated simply. So among the four only, we have to check for the first and second condition. The first condition is G1 availability should be equals to G2 availability. Means first condition. G1 availability should be equals to G2 availability. Assuming this first row is G1, its availability 10 is matching with the availability 10 of other gift 2. Okay. Please try to understand. This is gift 1. Okay. Whether this record is to be selected or not, we have to check. What is the condition? Availability equal to availability. And how many rows are there? 6 rows are there. And 6 rows of G1 is comparing with same 6 rows of G2. But 6 rows I am calling G1, another 6 rows I am calling G2. So the 6 rows of G1 matching with 6 rows of G2 means 6 into 6, 36 combinations to be verified. In that 36 combinations, availability, G1 availability, this is G1 availability is same as assuming this is G2 availability. Availabilities are same, but discount should be different. So means here discounts are same. So it is incorrect. Means it is simply to mean that the two gifts are of different types. Means two gifts are different types. So means a gift is not comparing with itself because it is saying that discount should be different. So it cannot be compared with itself. So now the G1 discount is 10. Here same discount is there for another gift G2. Okay. This record is comparing with the fifth record. The availability is same. And what are the discounts? Discount of this record is 9, this record is 7. These two are different. So means this record is going to be selected. Now what is a gift? G101 and gift name is Magic Mark is going to be selected. Fine. Now anyhow this record is not selected. This record, this is G1 and its availability is 18. This is G2, sorry, G1 availability is 18. And because availability should be same, but discounts are different, because discounts are different means it should not be compared with the same record. It should be compared with some different records. So G1, this discount is to be compared with other. Like first condition, availability should be same. Same 18 availability, is it there for any other things? Any other thing? 18 is available, it is 10, 15, 15, 10, 30. Means it should not be compared with the same. Because availability is same, but discounts are different. So that this combination is incorrect, but this G1 availability is not there for any other records. Because no another gift with same availability is there. Because availability should be same. So that the little astronomer is not going to be selected. And this paintings gift you look at. Now it is a gift 1. Okay. And gift 1 availability is 15. And the same availability is there with another gift. These two has the same availability. And sorry, not this two. Just a moment. Here, I'm looking for the painting, gift 1, and gift 1 availability is 15. The same availability is there for golf set. And the discounts, look at what is the discount for paintings, 15. What is the discounts for golf set, 5. These two are not same. So conditions are satisfying. Third condition is gift discount is greater than 7, correct? And gift 1 availability is 15. The same availability is there with golf set, and but discounts are different. So this tuple is going to be selected. Okay. And anyhow, this is not selected. And this one, last one. This is gift 1. Gift 1 availability is 30. And it requires to have same availability with other gift. 30 same availability is not there with another gift. Because it is not there with another gift, this first condition is failed, so that this is not going to be selected. So how many rows will be fetched in the output? 2 rows. That is, one is G101 magic mark and second is G104 paintings is going to be selected. So the number of rows in the output is 2 rows. Is it okay, or should I explain once again?
Clear, sir.
Clear, Balaji. Clear. Ravi?
Sir, it's clear, sir.
Okay. So both of you made a mistake. So correct answer is 2 rows. Okay. Be careful in solving such questions. And it is a question on outer joins. I hope you know what is outer join. Outer join will return both matching rows plus non-matching rows. You know, right? Outer join.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think it is a previous gate question, means you might have solved. But okay, tell me what is the answer for this?
Sir, option C.
Option C. Very good. What is given? R1 AB, R2 AC, AB with 1 5 and 3 7, AC with 1 7 and 4 9. Now, what is given? It is given RABC is the full natural outer join of R1 and R2. R is ABC, that is full natural outer join. What outer join will give you matching rows as well as non-matching rows. Now, natural join means join with respect to common attribute. Now, the common attribute is A equal to A is a matching. Now, 1 equal to 1 is match with this tuples. Means 1, 5 and 7 in the output. That is a matching. And for 3, we don't have a match. For 4, we don't have a match. These are the non-matching rows. So for 3, 7, we don't have any matching. So it is 3, 7 null. And AC is 4, 9. Na? AC is 4, 9. A is 4, C is 9. For this also we don't have a match. So B will be null. B will be null. Simple. Now look at which tuples. A equal to 1 5 null, not there. B 1 null 7, not there. 3 null 9, not there. 4 7 null, not there. 1 5 7, correct. 3 7 null. 1 5 7 is E. Okay, this is E. And 3 7 null F. This is also correct. And 4 null 9 G. This is also correct. E F G is in the output. Now, which of the following statement is correct? E F G is correct. So, correct answer for the question is R contains E F G but not A comma. That is a perfect. So, R contains AB wrong. R contains ABCD is wrong. R contains E, not FG is wrong. R contains E is okay, but not FG is wrong because R contains E, F, G, both matching and non-matching rows from the output. It is asked first time in 2015. After that, also asked questions on outer join. Okay, I think that is clear to both of you.
Yes, sir.
Done. So try with the same uh, concept. If you have understood, then try with this.
Sir, option C.
Option C, Ravi. Okay.
Same, sir. Option C.
Okay, both Balaji. Fine, happy. Right. Just let me check whether it is correct or not. It is a full join of project and allocation, these two tables. And the condition is project ID equal to project ID and A project ID is not null. A project ID, allocation project ID not null means, okay, these two records and these two will not be selected. For these three selected records only, we have to check project ID equal to project ID. Now, project ID equal to project ID, infi 102 is matching with infi 102. This is a correct match. And infi 102 had a match with infi 102. This is also one match. And infi 103 had a match with infi 103. This is one match. Okay. Now, these are the matches, matching rows. Okay. Now, the remaining non-matching rows also should be in the output. Na? These are the three matchings. But remaining non-matchings. What are the remaining non-matchings? Non-matching is, look at, Infi 101 NAM does not have a match with project ID in the allocation. Infi 104 Swiss Insure, that does not have a matching, right, in the allocation table. So means these two are not matching. These two are not matching means how many matching rows are there? 3 plus 2 non-matchings. What are the two non-matching? Infi 101 NAM and Infi 101 Swiss Insure. Two non-matchings. And non-matchings in the allocation is not there because these are already eliminated. And for these three, we have already matches. So because no non-matchings in the allocation, so non-matching in the allocation is 0. So total tuples are 5. So correct answer for the question is option B.
Sir, if we do full join, Infi 101 and Infi 104 also get null values, no, sir, in the employee ID and employee name.
So, okay, but the condition is project ID is not null, correct? Let it be. That is null values. Employee ID and employee name null, okay. See what you are going to get. What are the 5 tuples? Tell me. Okay, project ID, project name, EMP ID, EMP name, and project ID. It is a full join, na? Join. Okay, but the condition is okay. Full join, project ID. Done. Now, what are the matchings? Infi 102, All State Bank, and that has a matching with E300, employee name Olivia, and that is Infi 102. That is a one match. And Infi 102 All State Bank, and that has a matching with employee 301, and this is Hasi and Infi 102. And Infi 103 had a Sun Trust, and that has a match with employee 302, employee 302, and this is Mike and Infi 103. These are the three matchings. Because full join means both non-matching in the left side and non-matching in the right side should be in the output. But Infi 101 does not have a matching with, Infi 101 does not have a matching with allocation table. Infi 101, this is NAM, does not have a match. These are all null. These are all null. And moreover, this is project ID equal to project ID. So project ID should be taken only for one time, not for the second time. Okay. So what is the output? 101 NAM, null, null. And one more is Infi 104 Swiss Insure. And because that does not have a match, EID should be null, EN should be null. So means here project PID is, you have some value. Because it is a project PID equal to allocation PID. So those are matching with that allocation PID. These are the matching rows. PID is matching rows. These are the three matchings, and these are the two non-matching. And here, anyhow, these two are not selected already, and these three are selected from the allocation. All the three had a matchings, but no non-matching in the allocation table. Zero non-matching in the not matching in the allocation. So total tuples are 3 plus 2 plus 0, 5 tuples. This is our final output. Okay, Ravi.
Sir,
Okay,
yes.
right. And this is another way of writing left outer join. In the left outer join, see, only left side, like what is a query? Project P full join allocation A. P in the left side table. Okay, P in the left side table. Right side allocation. Only non-matching in the left side I wanted, not non-matching in the right side. So that right side, this matching is with respect to project ID and project ID. So that right side project ID, if it is not null, it is a meaning that you are selecting only the left side tuples all in the output. This is another way of writing left out. Got it? So answer is 5, not 3. Balaji, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Done. I think you might have solved this kind of question, but this is a tricky question to many students. So I thought of discussing it. If you have already solved, then I'll go ahead and switch to the next question. If not solved, then I'll explain it. Have you solved this question?
No,
Nested
sir.
query. This question is on nested queries. What is a nested query? A query within another query. If a query within another query, so inner query is going to be evaluated first and the result will be given to the outer query, right? Will you try this question? After that, I will explain you.
Okay, sir.
Just try to understand. It is a question in GATE 2009.
Option A.
Find the names of all suppliers who have supplied a non-blue part. Okay, option A is Ravi.
Yes, sir.
Mm. But option A is wrong, Ravi. I'm giving
Sir,
you
option B, sir.
option
BB.
Balaji. Okay, B for Balaji. Right, very good, Balaji. This is also wrong.
Sir, option D, sir.
Option D, Ravi, change it to option D. Balaji,
I don't know.
Sir, you explained it, sir. I think only blue parts will come, but I'm
no
not sure.
option. Anyhow, I will explain you. I'm explaining now every question, even you
Yes, sir.
answer. So D is correct answer. Okay. So look at, see here, what was the confusion in the question? The query is simple. Okay, query is simple, but see the confusion part in the question is options. What is asked? The find names of all suppliers who have supplied a non-blue part and who have supplied only non-blue part. So what is the difference between non-blue part and only non-blue part? Who have supplied a non-blue part means he may not supply, he may also supply blue part. Only non-blue means he should not supply any blue part. Now, blue part, only blue part. Blue part means he may also supply non-blue parts. But when I'm talking about only blue, he should not supply any other parts. Have you understood the meaning of only blue, only non-blue?
Sir.
Okay, now you observe how to solve this question. First, I'll check. At least I will eliminate some options. What is innermost query? Select PID from parts where color not equal to blue. Means it is finding the part ID of not blue parts. Non-blue parts part IDs are in the output. What is the outer query? Select supplier ID from catalog where part ID not in the list. Inside the list which were there, not blue are there. Outer query, what it is finding? Not blue. Not blue is nothing but blue parts. Correct now? Not blue is called blue parts. What its outer query is finding? Name of the suppliers who is SID not in the list. In the list which were there, who are supplying blue parts. What outer query is checking? Not that suppliers. Means inside the query we have a blue part suppliers. Outer query is checking with not blue part suppliers. Means it is going to select non-blue parts. So the two options directly I can eliminate is option A and B and C. Now I have to look for option A or D. Now option A or D we have to check. Why? Because option A says non-blue part, option D says only non-blue parts. Is it non-blue or only non-blue? If I'm confusing, so don't take a risk, because these kind of questions are asking for 2 marks. If you take a risk, there is a chance of mistake. If a mistake happens, 2 marks you will lose for this question, and negative of 0.66 also affected. So don't go with the negatives. So instead of that, what I suggest is, I suggest you to analyze such questions by taking the sample data. So what are the tables we have? 3 tables: supplier, catalog, and parts. How we have to take the data? So data have to take with respect to options. Options are about blue part and non-blue part. So I'll be taking 2 parts, and one part is blue and another part is red. One part is blue, another part is red. Just red I am calling non-blue. Okay, red I am calling non-blue. Blue and non-blue. Red I am calling non-blue. Now what catalog table contains supplier ID and part ID? So because the query is about blue, non-blue and all, supplier ID, okay, it is 10 and 20. Okay, supplier ID 1 supplying blue part and non-blue part. Supplier ID 2 supplying only blue. Supplier ID 3 supplying only red part, means non-blue. Now look at, here we have 3 suppliers. Supplier ID 1 supplying blue and non-blue, 2 supplying only blue, 3 supplying only non-blue. Non-blue means red I am taking. So how many suppliers I am getting? I am getting 3 suppliers. That is 1A, 2B and 3C. Now you have to evaluate the query on the table of data. Now if you evaluate the query on the table of data, what outputs are possible? According to option A, supplied a non-blue part. What is a non-blue? Red. Red is supplied by whom? 1 and 3. 1 and 3 are A and C. Suppose if option A is to be correct, you are going to get the output A and C in the output. If option B to be correct, the supplied blue part. What is blue? Blue is 10. 10 is supplied by 1 and 2. That is A and B. Means when you evaluate this query on this table of data, if you get output A comma B, then option B is correct. Only blue parts. Blue is 10. 10 is supplied by 1 and 2, but 1 is also supplying non-blue parts 20, but 2 is supplying only blue part. Now who is 2? B. And option D says supplied only non-blue parts. Non-blue part is red. Red is supplied by 1 and 3. 1 also supplying blue parts. Only non-blue is 3. That is C. So what is that? Now how you have to select the answer? Now evaluate this query, whatever the query is given on this table of data, and see what output you are getting. Based on that output, you have to select the particular option. Now, option innermost query, look. Select part ID from parts where color not equal to blue. Color not equal to blue, it is false, it is true. So part ID 20 you can see in the output of this innermost query, because inner query is going to be executed first. And this result will be given to the outer query. Now in the outer query, what it is using catalog table. In the catalog table, what it is checking part ID not in the list. In the list inner query, what output is there? 20. So part ID in the catalog table should not be equal to 20. So should not be equal to 20 means this is correct, this is wrong, this is correct, this is wrong. So what SIDs are in the output? 1 and 2 are in the output. SIDs 1 and 2 are in the output. And this SID 1 and 2 will be given to the outer query. In the outer query, which table is used? Supplier table. What is the condition? SID not in the list. 1 not in the list, wrong. 2 not in the list, wrong. 3 not in the list, correct. So 3 not in the list, correct. What is the name of the 3? C. So C is in the final output. Now what is C? C is there with the option D. So option D is the correct answer for the question. Now what is option D? Find the name of all suppliers who have supplied only non-blue parts is the correct answer. This way you have to solve if there is a confusion in the question. And this kind of questions requires some analysis, and you have to analyze this query by taking some sample data, and analysis of this query by taking sample data, you should do it. For doing this, it will take some time. Because it takes some time, I don't suggest you to solve this question in the first iteration of the paper. Means whenever you are looking this question for the first time, because we are getting confusion in this question, I suggest you leave this question and go for the next question, so that you don't waste the time for this question. And if you waste, it is not meaning of wasting. Suppose you are trying by analyzing by taking some sample data, if it is killing the time, it is affecting the next questions also. It is going to affect the next questions. That's why I don't suggest. Suppose you are getting okay, happy. Suppose you don't get it, it is going to give you a panic situation. If it is a panic situation, what happens? Then you are going to confuse it. If you confuse it, what happens? Even next questions are simple questions, you may not able to answer it. That's why you skip this question for a moment and go ahead with the next questions. In the first iteration, you solve all the easy questions. And because this question is skipped, once all easy questions are completed, in the second iteration, you come back to this question and spend some sufficient time, so that you can able to answer such questions. Okay. Tough questions only will decide the ranker. Easy questions will never decide the ranker, because easy questions everyone will do. Tough questions only done by the rankers. Okay. Is it clear, this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got a confidence?
Yes, sir.
So solve in this way, but if you think it is killing the time, don't do it in the first iteration. Do it once all easy questions are solved, then come back and solve the tough questions. Okay, done. So this is a question on set comparison operators. What are the set comparison operators? There are two set comparison operators. Those are called operator any and operator all. Operator all. This is a question in 2017 for 2 marks on any and all. And the point here is all of empty set. Suppose if the inner query is returning empty set, this is going to return true. This query is based on this point, all of empty is going to return true. what any requires condition to be true with at least one value, and all requires the condition to be true with all values in the set. Okay, condition to be true with any value, condition to be true with all values in the set. If you haven't solved this question, and check with this, try. Will you solve this? Is it done?
Sir, 3.
3 is wrong. So here it is finding ta.player from top scorer as ta, means this is a top scorer table, where ta.goals greater than all of inner query. What is the first inner query selecting? Select tb.goals from top scorer as tb, means same table will be used as tb, and tb country equals Spain. But in this table, do we have a Spain country? No. Means that is false for every record, so that it is going to return empty set. And just now I have explained all of empty is true. Because all of empty is true, we can say this first condition, that is based on the output of inner query, is true. And second condition, ta.goals greater than any. Now second condition is going to check the goals greater than any of the output of inner query. What is the output of inner query? Select tc.goals from top scorer as tc, where tc country equal Germany. What are the Germany goals? 16, and Germany goals 14, Germany equals 11, and here also Germany equals 10 and 10. So this is the output of the inner query. This is the output of this inner query. Now anyhow first query output is true, and because AND operator is there, whichever the tuples satisfying this condition true are going to be selected. So first condition is true. Now second condition, if it is true, now TA dot goals greater than any of 16, 14, 11, 10, 10. What is any requires the condition greater than condition to be true for at least one of these values. Any means, what is the meaning of any? Condition is to be true for at least one. Condition to be true for at least one value. Okay, it should be true for at least one value. So it should be true for at least one value means the complete table is to be checked for this condition. Now 16 is greater than at least one value. 16 greater than 14 correct, 11 greater 10, 10 is correct. So 15 greater than 14, 11, 10, 10 correct. At least one is sufficient. So it is greater than these values. 14 greater than 11, 10, 10 correct. That is also correct. That tuple also be selected. 13 greater than 11, 10, 10 correct. 12 greater than 11, 10, 10 correct. 11 greater than 10, 10 correct. And 11 greater than 10, 10 correct. And 10 greater than any value correct? No. So these tuples are not going to be selected. So how many tuples in the final output? Final output will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the number of tuples written by the SQL query is 7. 7 records in the output. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all of empty, keep in mind, based on all of empty, 2 times questions are asked. This is in 2017, before 2017, in 2012 also question asked. If you know the point, happy. If you don't know the point, at least now copy. All of empty is true. What any requires condition to be true with at least one value. Okay. And this is a question on with class. Have you studied with? It is a question on with class. It is in GATE 2016. Have you studied with? Have you studied with?
No,
Ravindra?
sir. No, sir.
No. Okay. If no, okay, don't worry. I'll tell you. Fine. What is with? With is used to create a temporary table. It is used to create a temporary table, and its result can be used within the query. Within the query, only that result will be used to get the final output. To get the final output. So it is just like divide and conquer. Means a query is going to be divided into multiple subqueries. Each query is going to give you the temporary table, and that temporary table result can be used in the same query to get the final output. Now look, this is with query. Now with query is going to create some temporary table. The temporary table name is called total. Now this is a total is a temporary table. And there are 2 attributes for the table. One attribute is name, another attribute is capacity. Okay. And this table output is the output of the query. Now, what is the output of the query? Select district name, comma, sum of capacity from water schemes group by district name. Here you observe comma. So means this query output will be the output for this table. Now, first evaluate this query. This is a group by query, na? Group by district name. So, Ajmer in one group, Bikaner in one group, Churu in one group, Dungargar one group. Means how many groups? 1, 2, 3, and 4 groups. Grouping. And after grouping, what it is to find district name and sum of capacity. First group district name is Ajmer, capacity is 20. Second group district name is Bikaner and capacity is 10 plus 10 plus 20, that is 40. And third group is Churu and capacity is 10 plus 20, 30. And fourth group is Dungargar and capacity is 10. Capacity is 10. Now 20, 40, 30, 10. Okay, these are the records in the output of the first query. Okay, now this query output again will be used in the same query. It is comma, not semicolon. This is comma, not semicolon. Semicolon will end the query. Comma will continue the query. Now, what happens again? They are creating one more temporary table called total average. Total average. What is a column in the table? Capacity. This query output, this table output, as this is going to be selected from where? Select average capacity from total. This is a comma. Look at it. This is a comma. So means this query output. Now this query is in which table? Total table. Where is a total table? The total table is a previous temporary table. In that it is finding average capacity. Capacity is a column, it's average. Average means 20 plus 40 plus 30 plus 10. How much? 100 by 4. 100 by 4, it is 25. That is 25. That is 25 in the output of the second query. And it is comma means continue again. Now it is created one temporary table total, another temporary table total average. And next, it is comma means continuation. Finally, selecting name in the output. It is not creating temporary table. It is just finding the final output, name. From total comma total average. Total table is this one and total average table is this one. Two tables. Because it is calculating the output from two tables. It is calculating the output from two tables. It means it is a join operation. Now, what is a condition? The total capacity greater than or equals to total average capacity. So means total capacity greater than total average capacity. This is total capacity comparing with total average capacity. Total average table is this one, total table is this one. These two capacities are comparing. What is the condition? Total capacity greater than or equal total average capacity. So 20 greater than or equal to 25. Now look for this condition. 20 greater than or equal to 25, wrong. But 40 greater than or equal to 25, correct. So Bikaner in the output. And 30 greater than or equal to 25, correct. So that Churu also in the output. And Dungargar 10 greater than or equal to 25, wrong. So that Dungargar not in the output. So which are in the output? Bikaner and Churu in the output. The question is the number of tuples returned by the following SQL query. How many tuples are returned? 2 tuples are returned. So that answer for this question is 2, and this is a 2 marks question in GATE 2016. Fine. This is a final output of the query. This is a final output of the query. Have you understood what is with class? And do remember, these are the temporary tables that are used within the query to find the final output. And these temporary tables no longer available once this query execution is completed. Once this query execution is completed, the temporary table no longer available in the database. That is created, used, and find the final output. And actually, this concept is very much helpful for your placements. In a placements, most of the questions are complex questions they will give you. If they give you the complex questions, you have to make it simple. How? Divide into subparts and each subpart will give you some temporary table. That temporary table you can use it again to find its more detailed answer. Actually, during the corona time, so I helped many students in their interviews, because in the corona time interviews are online interviews. So many students took an help from me, and I helped, even because I'm free that time, I helped many students. How they used to send me the questions like during their interview, and I used to write, means during their written test exam, they used to send me the screens. I used to write a queries. Most of the queries I have written using the with class, because most of the questions I have seen the complex questions. Writing a single query is difficult. So I've broken down the question into subparts and created some temporary table and use that temporary table to find its detailed answer. So I have succeeded, and most of the students got placed in their placements. So I'm feeling happy of sharing this information, because I helped many students and they are now in good position. And even if you require any help of DBMS, then feel free, you can call me, you can ask me and take a help in during your interviews. And this with is very, very important. If possible, try to um, understand this with class in more detail and practice more on with class. Okay, very first, is it understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, no doubts. Okay, now you studied with class. Okay, that's about with class. And next is correlated subqueries and exist class is there. And because it is already 10, so I could have given one more class, it could be better, but okay, fine. So there are questions on correlated subquery and exist class. And exist class is to check whether the inner query contains some output or not. And then in transactions, you can expect questions on recoverability, and you can also expect questions on conflict serializability. I'm telling you orally, in transaction management, you can expect questions on recoverability, cascadeless schedules, and conflict serializability. And don't skip conflict serializability concept. That is very, very important. Okay. And after the transaction management, in the recovery, you can expect questions on checkpointing approach, checkpointing techniques. So if time permits, please go through this topic once. You can expect a question on checkpointing, what is checkpointing and all. And then when it comes to the indexing chapter, you can expect indexing on primary clustered secondary indexes are there on indexes, but previously questions were asked on multi-level indexes. So questions expect on multi-level indexes. These are some of the questions. In 2023 also a question asked recently on multi-level index. And one more is majority of the times questions asked on B tree order and B plus tree order of B tree and B plus tree. And these are the questions on order of B tree and B plus tree. And one more important thing is on insertion and deletion of B plus tree. Insertion and deletion on B plus tree, also questions were asked. Okay, these are the kind of questions that you can expect from the other topics, like when I'm talking about transactions and concurrency control, recovery, and indexing.